back to my channel. Today is another anime review, and today we're doing an anime review on Bartender. Sit back and relax and let's get started. Hidden in the back streets of the Ginza district in Eden Hall, a lone bartender operated by Ryuu Sasakura, the prodigy bartender, who is said to mix the most incredible cocktails anyone has ever tasted. However, not just anyone can find Eden Hall. Rather, it is Eden Hall that must find you. Customers of various backgrounds, each plagued with their own troubles, wander into this bar. Nevertheless, Ryuu, the lovely cocktail right there, always knows the ideal cocktail to console a guest, each distraught soul. And basically with this anime, it has, has 11 episodes. It finished airing, so it aired October 15th, 2006 and finished airing December 31st, 2016. Its studio was based off Palm Studio. It's basically come from a manga, and each episode is 23 minutes per episode. It's rated PG-13, and it has drama, serenity, or singing, or slice of life. Now, basically, like I said before, you don't find the bar finds you in a sense, which sounds really weird. I think it kind of like draws in people who have distraught troubles, and these are the different patrons that wander into the bar, trying to find all the cocktails that he made. Well, if you watch the series, you'll see all the different cocktails that he makes in the series. But other than that, each episode is very, it's crisp and pristine for speaking the year that it was made in 2006. So animation is not that bad. In happy times, one cocktail is enough because anything you drink will taste good. But if there are 100 traits of unhappiness, I would be a bartender who would make 100 cocktails to soothe unhappy souls. An anime series about a bartender at work might not sound like anything you have heard before, or anything worth paying attention to. But the bartender is calm, gentle in this series. That might be just what you need. Each episode covers the story of the customers that go into a bar and to soothe their soul. Bartender Ryuu assists them with their problem of making them a cocktail with history or taste that relates to the customer's situation. By coming to terms with themselves through the drink, each customer can leave the bar satisfied. Each story is expanded upon not only by what the customer reveals by the narration, often by others that also been healed by the bar. Each individual story is well developed, detailed, and brought to a satisfying end. However, there is no plot carry across this whole entire story, which I'm usually fine by that. I don't really need like a whole plot to understand what's going on in this anime, which is quite fine with me overall. But most people pertain to a plot, and you don't really need one. You just watch people get their souls soothed by an interesting drink that helps relieve their problem they have in their heart. I think it's very fine enough for me. Much of the animation style is abstract, uses many animalistic background effects, quite a few of which are theatrical. For example, a character might be having a conversation at the bar counter, then the scene will cut into a narration elaboration on what is happening, perhaps in a spotlight or even simpler living their own lives. It may not seem realistic, but it is. It pulls off quite well. While it may seem that it would be difficult or boring to follow a show narrated like this, it never is, thanks to the animation that makes clear what's happening in reality and what is abstract. While the background music doesn't stand out in any particular situation, it also helps create the atmosphere. The opening song provides a good introduction, and the ending is slow and simple, yet very effective. As you can see, like a little detail of all of the drinks in the background, the animation, like a few hairs. So this is like the first opening to the episode 4 called Amber's Dance, him talking and him like making a drink. And this drink has a name to it, but I don't remember the name of the drink. So each drink has a story for each of the customers, which I think is very, 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 very interesting. There we go. Let's see. The characters in each story are very believable. Instead of crazy characters made from the viewer's excitement, they are developed to be believable people, in a sense. In addition to each episodic character, the bartender himself is presented very well. At first, he's very idolized called The Glass of God, and the man who makes the perfect cocktail for a customer. His past is also addressed by the end of the series. He has been a very three-dimensional character with his own history and shortcomings. Bartender is a true strength lies not in the technical aspect but the atmosphere. It's an incredible relaxing show and does a great job doing what exactly the critics felt a bar should do: soothe the customers. Watching episodes is a great way to calm down after a bad day. You can sit back and enjoy without shutting down your brain. A word of warning though, not as enjoyable in large quantities. Save it for when you need it. The bartender doesn't try to be big or exciting, but instead appeals to people who want to relax while learning a little bit about alcohol and life. It's a lovely series that brings emotion and realism in a way that other flashy shows can or can't achieve, just depending on the anime itself. At first glance, Bartender appears, mundane. It appears one of those self-indulged works that could easily turn you off. I mean, are we really going to spend 12 minutes talking about a bartender and drinking? But you are wrong. This is one anime that is really interesting. We have here a work from someone who loves to drink and presents it to you in a very creative way. The stories, to me, are real and relatable. Each episode appeals to the mind and the emotion. There is no cheesy moment that you see in most slice of life anime. The writers of this put much effort into making each episode captivating. Sorry, guys. As before, I took much detail trying to make it very captivating indeed. And overall, that's what we want to watch most in an anime, right? Had to be captivating. Something worth noting is that the bartender is slow paced, but not drawn out. I feel like the timing, conversation, and narration were excellently synchronized. One thing I really enjoyed in the story was the narration. It was so well placed. The art is crisp. I also enjoyed the visuals in this. In some instances, you feel the life of the bar, thanks to lighting. The shots of the city at night were extremely lovely. Another thing in the art was how the characters' prospects show the younger years were so realistic, and when older characters show it feels like a real aging process has taken place. The art is lovely in this as well. There is nothing extraordinary about the sound. It is well done, and it is the expected quality. One thing I should point out is how nice the ending soundtrack is. I liked it a lot. Usually I skip listening to soundtracks after hearing it once, but in the bartender's case, I won't mind having a copy of that song. The characters are well rounded. The bartender at first seems one-sided in the story, more like a prop, but as the series continues, you see how human he is, and I love it. There are various narrations in this story, but I particularly enjoy the few scenes where the bartender gives history or insight in some topics. I love this series, and I recommend it for anyone. It is well placed and good to enjoy, especially on a weekend or a night after work. I really love it a lot. So if you are interested in this anime and for a more laid back experience and more of a time to unwind from work type video, this is the anime for you. I would give this a 8.6 out of 10. I wish they would bring it back and revamp it more, give it more episodes instead of being 11 episodes short. But that's just my opinion. Hopefully, if you do read the manga of it, comment down below if there's any more chapters to the manga than it was to the anime. Comment down below which of these customers that come into the bartender's bar you found more interesting that you could relate to, or even the bartender himself. And don't forget to give this video a like, comment. Of course, it will go out on me when I say subscribe, like, comment on this video. Let me know what you found most interesting about the bartender. And I'll see y'all next time for another anime review. And I'll see y'all next time. So then, have a nice day, guys. Bye.